Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be orchestrating about 16 bars of music from writing it and drafting it to throwing it on Sibelius and listening to the final playback. And I don't really have any expectations for this. I'm just going to kind of noodle around and just see what happens, mainly because I'm out of content ideas. And I got this idea from Alicia Ann's channel. She uploads similar videos on music and also productivity things, so go ahead and check her out. So yeah, let's just get started here. We got Grogu right there. Hopefully that'll give us some inspiration. So normally my go-to thing when I'm orchestrating, this is probably going to be for full orchestra, because, you know, why not? And I like writing for large ensembles anyway, so probably something heroic. Let's see what key we want to do. E flat is pretty nice. How I'm going to go about this, so I have my blank staff paper right here. There's nothing on it. Let's see. So usually what I do for writing a piece, I usually just get my clefs down. Actually, I just need a treble clef. I'm just going to write almost like a lead sheet version of my orchestration. So just the simple melody, maybe some notes here and there, and some chords and lead sheet symbols. And this is obviously a very quick orchestration. I'm not trying to be too specific. Normally I'd have, you know, the structure laid out. Let's get a melody. So usually for a heroic fanfare theme like this, we'll have like a descending bass line. I do have, ooh, where is it? Oh, I gotta get my music ruler. Here it is. Music ruler helps me draw straight bar lines here. Da, 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 da. My chord's probably gonna be E flat, B flat over D, C minor, B flat, A flat, B flat 7, so the dominant. But I don't know if I want to make it that cookie cutter. We gotta add some variety. Deceptive cadence. I like that. So this is gonna be measure 5. D flat. Ooh, I made a mistake. Grab one of my many erasers here. So let's see here. Oh wait, so we're gonna do like B flat sus4. So how many bars? So we're in bar 5. So after the D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to stay in that high register up there for too long. That might tire out the trumpets if you just keep it. It just might sound boring. So. Okay, the second part I kind of like there. It's the middle part. It's what I don't really know in measures 2 and 3. So that's what I want. Do I want to go like this? Da, 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 da. I don't know if I like that. Okay, I like that. Sweet. probably just end it there and maybe repeat the A theme. But yeah, we'll see. We'll go in Sibelius and orchestrate it and see what we can come out with. So welcome back. We're going to open up Sibelius and take this MIDI mockup we have. Ooh, there's the startup sound for Sibelius. So we're gonna go to new score, and I guess I'll just use one of the templates they have here. I probably won't use all the instruments just because that will take way too long. I'm just gonna have fun. We'll see what happens. This is what it looks like so far. We have our giant score, and we're just gonna start, putting notes on this score right here. So I have the mock-up, or the sketch right here. Very sloppy, but I think I can read my own writing. Oops, I forgot there was a pickup. So this is a pro tip in Sibelius. If you want to add a pickup after you made the score, go ahead to your time signatures, or hit T, more options, and then you will see right here pickup. Just click this, and I'll just do a quarter note, and then your what do you call it, cursor is blue, and just click at the beginning, and now you have a pickup bar. Sibelius is so stupid, but I don't care. So the first notes, I think for our notes we wrote trumpet is going to take the melody, so it might be a good first step. So I kind of have an awkward setup here. I'm just standing, and I don't have my MIDI keyboard next to me, so I'm just going to be using everything with my trackpad right here, and we're gonna be just fine. So let's add this melody. I think the best way of doing it, so keep in mind I'm not transposing my score right now. I'm in a C score right now. I'm going to quickly do a split screen. So I have my Acrobat page right here, and then Sibelius on the right. So working split screen sometimes might be helpful. Let's see. So let's see how fast I can input this. Okay, so let's see what this sounds like with our note performer. I'll do forte probably, and we'll probably do unison. For trumpets, we'll have some triadic harmonies just because usually there's 3 trumpet parts in an orchestral band setting. So I think it'd be easier if I switch these 2 around. Here, I'm going to put Sibelius on the left-hand side just to make it easier. Let's get a simple bass line going. Normally, I like having tuba, and this template does not have tuba, so I'm going to add a tuba by hitting I for instruments, tuba, and just double-click. Now we have tuba, and hit OK. I'm just going to hit no. Okay, so now we have a tuba, and we're just going to add that descending bass line. I'm going to go down an octave. I'll do forte. And again, with these heroic themes, you do have that descending bass line. Make that flat, and then let's see what else we have. And I want to add some variety of rhythms here. So a lot of the traditional heroic, tropes. You have da 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 da. So let's just kind of hear that descending bass line. And I'm not going to slur it. I think it should all be tongued. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is actually take out beat 1 here. So it'd be like da-da-da-da-da. I kind of like that. And we can basically, this is a very sloppy orchestration job. I would obviously spend more time if this was serious, but since this is just for YouTube, I'm just going to be copying and pasting. So let's add that to the contrabasses and maybe the cello. Great, so we just have a solid bass. And a cool thing about brass is that the trombones sound really good, an octave lower than the trumpets. So what we're going to do is just do that. So what I'm going to do is add some harmonies to the trumpet. So I think the best way of doing this is if I add a second voice here, add the 5th. I'm trying to think of what my harmony is under here. So this looks like an A flat. All right, I like that. And let's just make sure that all these slurs and articulations are the same. So let's just double check. Yeah, sometimes when you add a second voice in Sibelius, you have to Make sure your articulations are the same as the first voice. So as you see right here, we have to add a tenuto. Great. Okay, so let's, and also keep in mind we have two voices here. So what I would do is hit the second voice here. So now this forte applies to both voices, and it should sound pretty good. So let's listen to it. Oh, okay, so change my harmonic rhythm there. Make that suspension a little bit faster by 2 beats. Let's hear that. Cool. Well, so basically when we do heroic things, rather, a lot of the woodwinds are going to be doing a lot of runs, a lot of trills, a lot of flourishes. So the meat of the theme comes from the brass, and therefore the horns are probably next up. And the horns are probably going to be there's going to be a lot of padding and harmonic support here for the first theme, because I want the trombones and trumpets to take over. If we look at the sketch here, the first chord, we have a big E flat chord. So normally we'll have 4 horns, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to split the horns. So I want, in my head, I'm thinking of the percussion snare, the snare drum doing some kind of da-da-da-da-da, and I kind of want the horns to mimic that rhythm too. So I think a better way to approach this is to create that militaristic fanfare-like drum thing. So yeah. So what I'm thinking is there's gonna be a roll into the downbeats from the pickup. Start mezzo piano, and then we'll crescendo quickly into forte. So we'll accent that. This is kind of what the drum sounds like. And there, and we can just repeat that, and using the repeat signs here. Yep, just keep it simple. So let's listen to the drum with everything. Yeah, it's a lot better. And make sure on the last measure we use that rhythm verbatim. So what I can just do is copy the tuba part into the snare drum, and then just make sure it goes onto the right line there. And while we're here, I know I wanted to go back to French horn, but we should also be thinking about timpani, because timpani can provide a lot of harmonic support too. But keep in mind, with the 4 drums, you have limited pitches because you have to change pedals. So I think a common one would be the tonic. So here would be E flat. So make sure that's flat. And a lot of the times when you write scores, you have to indicate the pedaling in the beginning. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to say tune, and then for now we'll have E flat. Choose E flat there. I think B flat's another common one we can do. I don't want to think about this too much, but right now if we have the 1 and 5, that should be fine. Okay, and this is going to be percussion. Oh, and one more thing. So in percussion writing, a lot of the times the snare drum and the bass drum are on the same part. So what we can do is add a second voice. So I want the concert bass drum to hit the downbeat. Maybe it will kind of indicate the harmonic rhythm. So maybe every half note will have the bass drum do its thing. So that's all we have to do for there, but make sure our forte is on both voices. Of course we want crash cymbals. So let's indicate crash cymbal. And we're going to use the LV slur, and that basically indicates to ring every single time you crash. So let's do that. And we're not going to do it every measure because that would be insane. So we'll just do it in the beginning for now. So this is everything with percussion. Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. Cool, so we have a lot of the main parts. I'm going to fill out the horn here and maybe some of the woodwind parts. And I'm not going to have guitar or any keyboard parts here, maybe some harp. And then we'll go back to strings. So I will do that, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what I did. So basically, I'm in a weird position right now. I'm in my bathtub, and that's because I need some novelty. And basically, I didn't have enough time or the will to orchestrate the entire cue or make a good mock-up out of it. So I'll show you the rendering I have after just orchestrating for like 15 minutes after that last clip. So hopefully you can understand that I didn't finish the whole thing, and if you want me to finish this cue, maybe subscribe down below, and then I'll make a part 2 to this video. But anyways, thanks for watching, and keep writing.